A substitution method. Substitution. These days, so we are having online classes, but during offline classes, when you used to go to school and one teacher suppose is absent, suppose I am absent on a particular day, then other teacher comes and substitute me. Yes.
Yes, ma'am.
Substitute means replace, to replace temporarily, right? We are going to replace temporarily something like the way it is done in the class when a teacher is absent. Now in the school, beta, suppose I am on leave. There are so many options available. There are so many teachers available. The teachers who are going to be free in that particular period, one of those teachers will be assigned to you for that particular class of mine, right? That is what it means by substitution, right? Here also substitution means replace. Now what are we going to replace here? What can be replaced here? Any guesses?
X and Y.
X and Y. Yes. Now two variables here are X and Y. So either you are going, in the school there are so many teachers available. So you have got so many options. And the best substitution liked by students is the games period. If a games teacher comes, PTI teacher comes for the substitution, you are so very happy. But here with this substitution method, beta, we are dealing with just two variables, X and Y. And since we are dealing with just two variables, we have got two options available, either to substitute X by Y or to substitute Y by X. Are you getting my point? I will be taking the same first example as we took for graphical and elimination method so that you can relate to it. It was 2x plus y is equal to 5 and x minus 3y is equal to minus 1. Right? Children, I would say there are some rules. If you follow those rules for substitution method, the task will be easier. Now, what are those rules? First of all, out of these x and y, that is in general form, we write a1x, b1y, a2x, b2y. Out of these four, which four I am talking about? A1, A2, B1, B2. Out of these four, whichever is one, go for that. Whichever is one, go for that first. It will always be easier. It's not that if you will go for anything other than one, it will be wrong. No, it will not be wrong, but it may be complicated. It may be little complicated. So you go for the one which has got coefficient 1. Okay, beta? Suppose none of them is a 1. कोई भी 1 नहीं है. So go for 2. If anything is 2. Suppose 2 is also not possible. Then go for 5. This should be your preference. And unfortunately, if you do not have either of these things, 1, 2 or 5, then you can take anything. Okay? Preference order should be coefficient 1. If not available, coefficient 2. If not available, coefficient 5. Now, why I am saying 2 and 5? Because you have any number, division by 2 is very easy. You know, na, division by 2 and 5 give us terminating.
Terminating number.
Yes. So it is always easy to go for these two. If not available, then we will see what is to be done. Okay. So let us just do this. Children, which one is big? 1.
B1 and A2.
X minus 3 y.
Yes. Here in first equation, we can take y. Its coefficient is 1. And in second equation also, the coefficient of x is 1. So here we are lucky. We have two variables with coefficient 1. We have two variables with coefficient 1. We can choose either. Suppose substitution. Now, if you want to replace x, if you want to substitute x, again it's your choice. If you want to substitute x, then you go for the second equation. If you want to substitute y, then go for the first equation. Suppose I am talking of this equation number 2. From equation 2, what is x equal to? Why I am
Minus
keeping
1
x here?
plus
Because
3y.
the coefficient of x
Minus
is
1
1.
plus
minus
But the
1.
coefficient
minus
of
1 plus
x is
3y.
yes. Minus 3y will move that side. On
3y
RHS, it
minus
will
1.
be 3y. And minus 1 as it is. Okay, beta? So you are going to put x as 3y minus 1. Call this equation 3. You are going to substitute x as 3y minus 1. Okay, beta? Now you have taken this value from equation 2. So now you move to equation 1. Put in x equal 3y minus 1 in equation 1. What shall we get? What shall we get? We have 2x
2 into
3y minus 1 plus y is equal to
3y minus 1 plus y equal to 3.
children. This is the value of x. It was 2x. So in place of x, I'm putting 3y minus 1. It has to be in the bracket. Okay? Plus y is equal to 5. Now can you see there is no x in
Yes,
this
ma'am.
equation? Because we have substituted x by 3y minus 1. We have put the value of x as 3y minus 1. Now you open the brackets here. When you open the bracket, it will become 2 into 3y is
ma'am
6y minus 2.
minus 2
minus 2
Plus y equal to 5.
plus y equals
7y
combined
equal to 7.
6y plus
Y
5.
equal to 1.
7y.
ma'am 7y
7y
5
equal to 7.
minus 2, take that side,
And plus 2.
which is
ma'am
7.
7y is equal to 7
So this gives me y is equal to 7 upon
1.
7, which is
1.
1
So now we have got the value of y as 1. Now we shall put this value of y as 1 equation 3 to get the value of x. Now from equation 3, x is equal to 3y minus 1, which means 3 into 1, because the value of y is 1 minus 1. Now what is 3 minus 1?
2.
2.
And 2.
2
2. So what is the answer, children? Therefore,
x
X
equals
equal
to
to
2 y
max
equals
is
to 1.
equal to 2
y is equal to 1. Okay? Yes, please.
And 2x minus 2y equal to 2.
Okay, beta. Now, children, do we have any of A1, A2, B1, B2 as 1 over here?
No, ma'am.
no ma'am
We do not have any 1 here. But what about 2? After 1, the next is 2. Do we have 2
Yes, ma'am.
with us?
Ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
There with x and with y as well. G, which one do you think will be better to substitute? One is
X.
positive, the other is
Ma'am,
negative.
And y.
X.
ma'am
X.
Children, see, y is negative. It will be difficult to deal with a negative number as compared to a positive number. So we shall deal with a positive one. So we shall take 2x. Okay, we shall take positive 1. It is always better to go for a positive thing. So from equation 2, what is that? 2x is equal to what, beta?
2 plus 2y.
2y plus
2y plus 2.
y plus 2.
2y plus 2. Now, one thing, can you notice one thing here? All are multiples of 2.
yes ma'am
All are multiples of 2. Can we put it in a lower form?
Yes,
Then we
ma'am.
can
X equal to
multiply
y
Yes,
them
ma'am.
to
Y plus
positive
1.
values. Yes. So what it should be?
X
Can I
equal
give
y
a
plus
X
1.
equal to y plus
y plus
G. When we can multiply, we can always divide by a common number to put it in a simpler way. So x is equal to y plus 1. X is equal to y plus 1. Okay, beta?
Yes.
Yes. Now what do we get? What do we get? We have taken it from equation 2. So we shall put it in equation
1.
1.
from 1. Yeah, from 1. We will say putting x equal y plus 1 in equation 1. We get, what do we get? 3
3 into
3
y
y plus 1 into y plus
Y plus 1.
Into y plus 1.
plus 4y equal 10.
10.
Let us multiply. 3 into y gives me
3y
plus
3.
3 plus
plus 4y is equal to 10. Now combining 3y and 4y.
7y equal to 7.
7y equals to 10.
Minus
y equal to
7.
1.
7.
upon
So
7,
7
which is 1.
now putting x equal to y plus 1, the value of
2.
x is equal to y plus 1, which is 1 plus 1, 2. So therefore, x 2 and y. Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
children. Now here, if we see, again we do not have coefficient 1. But do we have coefficient as 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Where? Yeah.
Second equation 2.
Second equation 2x.
Right? So from second equation, we will be taking this. From equation 2, two x is equal 28. Yes. Can we replace it? Can we divide it by 2?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Here also it is possible to divide by 2. But children, suppose it is not possible to divide by 2. Suppose it is not possible to divide by 2, then how we are going to proceed? So in this particular question, I am not taking division by 2 so that we understand the next step. Now this means x is equal to 28 minus 4y divided by 2.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
That is how we are going to do it. And then this complicated value is to be put here. Here in this case, I am able to divide it by 2, so I will do that. But suppose here, suppose यहाँ पे 25 होता, suppose. Then it is not possible to divide the entire thing by 2. So we would have to continue like this and this complicated value to be put in the equation 1. आपको मेरी बात समझ आ रही है बेटा? 2. Now let us put this value in equation 1. Putting x is equal 14 minus 2y in equation 1. What do we get? 5 times 14 minus 2y plus 3y is equal to 35, which gives me 5 multiplied by 14, 70. 5 multiplied by 2, 10y. Okay, beta? Now minus 10y plus 3y gives us what?
Minus 7 equal to
Minus
minus 35.
minus 7y.
And this 70 will go this side. It is plus here. That side it will be negative.
minus
Now what is 35 minus 70?
Minus 35.
Minus 30.
minus 35.
35.
Which means
Y
Y
equals to 5.
Y
Y
is equal
is equals to 5.
Y is equals to 5.
I is equal to minus 35 upon minus 7, which is 5.
ma'am 5.
Now putting y is equal to 5 in equation 3. Fourteen minus 2 into 10. Sorry, 2 into 5, which is 14 minus 10, which is
Ma'am 4.
4.
therefore x 4 by 5. Clear, children?
Yes, ma'am.